My daughter ain't biased. If I'm sat here, I know she's sitting there cringing because of the way I'm talking. Of course she is. Because of my language, of course she is. But Ellie, is anything I'm saying wrong though? Am I saying anything factually wrong? No. Could go about it a better way, I admit that. It must be embarrassing for you, I admit that. But 2.5 years of bricks through windows and being told I allow my children to be abused when I would die for my children, which is something none of these people would do, because they're always on TikTok in Kevin's live, that they're not with their own children. They might say, oh, my kids are in bed. Where do you think your energy is? When you wake up in the morning, having watched them scumbags on TikTok, and you give your kids their breakfast, do you think your energy level is what it would have been had you done watching that? Of course. Totally, of course. I've been telling these people 2.5 years, why do you watch No Face? Why do you watch these people that go round hating on people, body shaming women? But the only man they will condemn is Kevin. The minute Kevin, because if you listen, body shaming is wrong, right? But if I come to you and I say to you, wow, you're well fat and ugly, I'd never sleep with you, do you have the right to be a human being and lash back? Well, you're fat, you're ugly, you're skinny, you're this, you're that, of course you do. So when Kevin does that, right, he has these vile, scummy women go in his live just purely to trigger him, right? One of them goes in his live and she goes, ew, I wouldn't sleep with you. Like some tramp who thinks because it's a man will automatically sleep with her. He looked at her profile and he goes, I wouldn't sleep with you neither. Look at your face, you ugly cow. And they all went for him. Body shaming, body shaming. You're nuts. All of you are nuts. From me. But you're so warped, you want to hear their version. You want to hear the version who don't know people like me. You don't like Luna. So look, they're trolling Luna. Because you don't like her, it doesn't matter. It matters, because next it will be your child. Their children will be doing it to your children, and that's gonna be your karma, because you're gonna sit there, you're gonna see just how hard it is to deal with online bullying. You can't escape it like you can in a workplace or at school, because it comes to your phone. Whether you're indoors, outdoors, wherever you are, it comes for you, and it will come back to you one way or the other through somebody that you love, because no one is protected from online abuse. It's just that you lot are the predators. That's the only thing keeping you safe. You are the wrong uns. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. 3 years ago, when I met Kevin, I reached out to all the creators that he spoke to, and I said to them, one way to stop trolling is that you all come together and be nice. They didn't want to. So now their time has to come to an end. CLA, all of them, they abuse their own children for views. If Gemzino's children are telling her come off of TikTok, why is she telling TikTok that? Because that is the people these narcissists like. I made money streaming a piece from down the road and got money for it. Do you want some of that cash? Do you want to go down Bromley and treat yourself? Because I made cash tonight streaming who I say is a wrong un. No, you wouldn't, would you? Because you're a young woman of morals. These old men and women, not even got close to that level of morals. They say, right, this is the contradicting twats that they are. They want Kevin off of TikTok was always their goal, yeah? From the day we met him, the goal was get Kevin off of TikTok. Now, whenever Tanya opens her mouth, them same people will say, look at Tanya ruining him. They're up jobs with no employment, no love, no family. They've probably got family, but they'll be the family who don't include these men in nothing. The women don't have their family. Their kids are adults and they're gone. And they don't bring their grandchildren home. They are the women that can be on TikTok streaming predators. How are you going to look at your bonny little granddaughter's face, go home and then stream a wrong'un on TikTok for the next 8 hours? How do you do that if you're a good person? You couldn't. Now, I was Kevin's girlfriend. Every argument we ever, for the love of God, nor money, will you ever hear one of them creators say something about another because they're all the same traits. An abuser doesn't recognise abuse. He recognises his own behaviour in that abuser. That is why they talk to each other. But you lot like Coy's Mike, streaming them, you're dirtier than them. Because that's not getting rid of them, that's just making you money. That's giving you, we don't have them morals for your children. Because if you did, I would have had messages out of all of you saying, nah, too far, Tanya. How come your 3-year-old granddaughter not nearly got bricked in their head in her own living room? But Kevin has never even had a snack. Go do your homework. Sit there calling me nuts. Go on. I don't care. As should be. So I'm proud. Like, I'm proud of the criminal record I've got. That means, Kevin, I can't come to Miami with you. Get it through your thick head. Don't want to. I wouldn't be seen dead there with you. I have a criminal record because I'm a woman who slapped a and around the face in front of a police officer. That Scottish twatty police officer was clearly racist toward me. A white English woman in Scotland married to a black man. I had no hope. I slapped that right around his face, and I would do it again. The policeman stood there and watched me, and with pride, he put me in a cell. Friday to Monday, he opened the cell door and he laughed at me and said, have a lovely weekend. I did. I took every ounce of pleasure of that weekend in that cell, hitting that dirty rest, and I'll do it again to any of you. Okay, size don't matter, but come anywhere near my children. I'll show you Tanya don't care about her children, okay? In fact, I wouldn't need to. My children would slap you up themselves, and before you want to go getting all like, no, that's not my children offering out a fight to you because they got more class than that. That's me telling you how it is. That's why you don't hear from my children, because they're better than that. Gemzino's children, you don't hear from them because they're better than that. Difference is, I'm not a crackhead and I didn't choose to be here. I got drawn into this by all of you. All of you obsessed, bored, sad, deranged people who don't like to go and seek good things on TikTok. You like to seek the likes of all them. Do you get entertainment from deals? Do you? Would you bring a pea around your house for a cup of tea? Well, then why are you choosing to put one on your phone? And ram it down your dirty neck. Alright? Because that's what you do. Men like that abuse women, right? He is streaming Kevin. You are gifting him, and he's feeding children with it. He's bringing bad karma to innocent children. Because karma won't come on you. Go read what karma is. I did. Karma comes on your children. God won't hurt you. Because that don't hurt. We hurt ourselves every day. Karma comes on your children, Mike. You want to take my word for it or not? It don't matter. But I will sit here and God bless them poor innocent children of yours for the turmoil and hatred, despise and predatorial darkness you put over them. I will pray for your grandchildren. Okay? Look at